Alright guys, doing a part 2 video. You said you wanted to see it, so I had a video originally of the gun show I went to, and the knives I purchased. I got like 5 of them for like $70 or something like that. But yeah, I got some pretty good steel overall. And what I did was I took it and I reshaped it and ground it to a style that fit me, more personally. All these knives are, high carbon steel, so they're awesome. I love them. Saw this one. Now this one doesn't look too much different than the last video I did, but if you pay close attention, there was a finger guard right there, and I ground that off. I mean, you can see how it's a little bit different color, but yeah, I ground that off so that I would have a little bit more of a handle to grasp onto. Plus, right there, see how it's flat, the edge. That's not sharp at all. That's just there in case my hand, decides to slip. Yeah, but I mean, it has so much more grip to it now. It fits in my hand so much better. And I can, do woodworking or whatever with it. This is high carbon steel. The edge is awesome. Also, the belly of it is straight across now, because before it had that like weird bevel that you guys know I hate, where it kind of curved up, and it's really hard to sharpen unless you have a belt sander or something like that. But yeah, now it's completely flat, just straight across, so I can just take it to a stone and just sharpen it right up, and it's nice, it's thick. So yeah, this one was made in Taiwan or somewhere like that, India, I don't know, but I really love it now. I'm a big fan. I think it's awesome. This one was just an old hickory butcher knife, and they all basically have the same blade shape. They have that like upwards curve. It's a strange design, but I wanted more like a Kephart style blade. And I looked at getting one of the Condor ones, but when I found this at the flea market, I had to get it because I knew it was high carbon steel. So I decided to grind it down and kind of give it a point. Still, honestly, I love it. I do like the design and the style, but it's still kind of too long, I think. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this whole part off right here, and then grind it down right there like that. So it's got more of a point to it, and it's a little bit shorter, just because if you look at it, it flexes a little because it's so long and the blade is so thin that it has a little give to it. And I think that if I shorten up the blade, that it should fix that, the strength issues anyway. So that way, if I had to, I could do some prying and whatnot. But I'm still in love with it as is. I'm going to take it out and use it like this before I change my mind on it. But yeah, that's kind of the general idea for the time being, is that Kephart style and a little bit shorter. I'm thinking maybe like a 4.5-inch blade, something like that. And then there's this one, same thing, old hickory. It's just a mini version of this one, but I was much happier with this one. This one's probably my new favorite. You can see right there, it's got that little finger choil. It's not big, but I don't have that large of hands, so it works fine for what I need it for. And it's a little small blade. I want to say it's probably 3.5 inches, maybe, and maybe about 3.5 or 2 3/4, something like that. But it's also high carbon steel, and it has the exact blade shape that I want. This is kind of how I want the other one to look. I just want it to be a little bit larger, maybe like out here somewhere. So yeah, I'll give it that kind of design later on. But these edges are very sharp. Did a really good job on these two. This one needs some work. I'm going to have to grind this one up. It's just because the steel is so thick that it doesn't have the right bevel on it. So I'm going to have to play with that one a little bit more. But overall blade shape and design, very happy with this one. And this one. This one I'm not so sure about just yet. But yeah, I mean, this is what I did. You can check them out. These things are easy to do. Like I said, I bought these 2 knives right here for, I think it was $8 to $10 for the pair. So yeah, I mean, that's a high carbon steel bushcrafting knife right there. That's a great combo. I'm very pleased with these two, the way they came out. Alright, more videos to come. Stay tuned.